Welcome back to the Comrades arc of Golden Squad. I am your GM Luke, and I'm here to give you the ever-shortening intro as my old recaps start to get better and better. There are a few things to note for this and the next episode, though. Alex, the cool guy that he is, decided to visually represent some of the scenes by throwing together some images on an online paint tool. I unfortunately did not record the live video sessions of him throwing things around and interacting with it, and adding characters and objects to the scenes, but we did save the final snapshots of each of the scenes, and we plan to add that to the social media so you can check out exactly what we were snickering about this whole episode. Also, I will add them to the video for this episode as well, but I think for some reason the video doesn't transfer well over to YouTube or maybe even some of the other streaming platforms. So if you're not watching this on Spotify, the video, then you might just have to look at the social medias instead.
I am recording.
No, I'm recording.
No, I'm recording.
That's funny, Edward. A little bit about me. In college, I was the president of Paintball Club, and I planned an outing for everybody. And on the way back, I rented this tour bus or this charter bus, and it had a little PA system. And on the way back, I picked it up, and I said to the group of 30 or 40 of us that were in, I said, attention all, testicles, that is all. Nobody laughed. I was like, man, tough crowd. I feel super.
Nobody just Family Guy here?
I guess. I was like, one person goes, real mature, and I'm like, God, okay. I feel like
this is a reference to a television show that is also immature.
All right, yeah, no humor here. Got it. Continuing on. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. So yeah, that reminds me of that every time anybody makes that joke. So you guys broke into the FSB. You got details on where a detainment facility that likely is holding Gabe is at, along with a variety of other details about Russian intelligence, I should say.
Yeah, session 9 3/4.
Yeah, I like that. I still got to think of a name for the whole series.
Callum's been naming them.
Right.
I think he comes up with good names.
You guys think of a good name for the series as we go through it. I'm running through ideas. Okay, so broke into the FSB, found out the location of the
podcast will be banned in Russia.
Probably. A few other details. Jade snatched the computer on her way out.
Oh, yes.
Good job.
Oh, I blew up the safe. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you know, and it exploded. You spawned Triverdale.
Triverdale.
He's now taking you to the facility up north.
I forgot about.
Yeah.
Rick killed a guy.
You should be laying low.
Obviously, the Russian military and police are going to be looking for at least some of you, but I'm going to say that you have a slight advantage since 2 of you can fly and 1 of you can teleport, that you're probably going to be able to evade that. So we're going to start with whatever you like. If you want to start at en route to the destination, I'm guessing you're going to go to the missile silo, or we can start a little bit before that, planning your way there. So if you have anything you want to do before you leave, speak up now. Otherwise, you can just be en route.
Oh wait, what about that computer though?
Yeah. So if that's one thing you want to do, then yeah, let's start before. So you escaped. You're back at the safe house. You have the computer. You meeting back up. Tomislav tells you their response time is fairly quick, but because your safe house is pretty far away, it'll take a while before your location might be compromised. So you have about an hour if you want to do what you want at your safe house before you start to have risk at your safe house being exposed.
Callum's gonna relax and or nap.
Okay.
Sober up, really, I think is what he's gonna do.
Right? Those vodka shots. Damn mountain.
I'm catching up on some of our notes, but I recall we got some information because Edward was able to access the cabinets, and then
nearly all of the information.
Okay.
So the very last thing he did was grope all of the files within the filing cabinet. Caress.
That's a way to put it.
Yeah. And he rolled in that one. Caress the files.
He's groping the files.
Yeah. So he touched all the files, getting all that intel. There's a little summary at the bottom. The key piece is...
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Also, yeah, for the computer, since we only have an hour, maybe I'm wondering if it would raise any suspicion. Thinking no, but like just to have Sunny crack away at that computer to gain access to it since we have it.
I didn't provide a lot of details, and I guess I mentioned it when it was being stolen, but I think it wasn't taken in the notes. So it is a computer, but it is a very old computer. It does not have standard ports.
Okay, so then I can hack it then, not him.
Yeah, you could crack it by hand.
It's got a little serial port on the back, and that's it.
It has a 5-inch floppy disk drive.
Do I have enough time to attempt to hack it with the hour, or do we need to save that for later?
I mean, you can spend an hour trying to crack it if you want.
I don't know, like what, like I'm not sure, like how the game mechanics work with that.
How complex is the computer? Like, maybe we'll get a better idea of how much time it would take to crack it once we like get it booted and.
Part of the reason why is because in the movies, hacking is like, it happens fast and it's magical. But like in real life, it doesn't go like that. So that's why I was wondering, like, how realistic are we doing this? Because if it's an action movie, then I can hack it. But like, if I only have an hour, it's not happening. Like,
You are also an inventor. So if you wanted to try to throw something together that...
sure, just tries to brute force it or something.
Yeah, brute force or develop a...
Sure, I'm gonna roll for that so that like we can come back to it later and see the progress it's made or something.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let me roll. Okay, I got an 11 plus my technology, which is also 11. That'd be a 22. Or is this a different skill? Inventing is also 11.
Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter then.
Yeah, 22.
Okay. I want to see what everybody else is doing before I reveal with that.
Okay, cool.
Actually, during that time, I don't know if we actually hand waved that Driver Dale picked up pieces of the explosion, but if we actually did get pieces of the explosion, Callum would like to review any information that we can glean from it, especially because it pertains to the coded red message. See if there was anything special about it. Like the material it was constructed from, the explosive that was used, the size or whatever of the item, or pieces that we recovered. Really CSI Miami this.
Miami. You choose the Miami one.
Enhance. That's all I'm saying.
That's the one where the guy puts on the sunglasses and everybody goes, "Yeah,
Yay!"
I've never seen that show, but I know that part.
Again. Yeah. Okay, so. You're going to be CSIing the safe. Zack's going to be hacking a computer. What about Edward and Jade?
I'm not sure what I can do here because I've read all the things. So unless
They're
there's
only
more,
in your head. So you could...
I guess that's a good point. I guess I can spend some time transcribing everything that's in my head since I have such a good memory onto either paper or computer, whatever's handy and easy.
Are you going to transcribe everything, or are you going to leave out anything?
I would assume everything. Is there anything that I would think I would need to leave out? I'm trying to remember everything that was in there from last time.
Going over the list again: missile silo, prisoner detainment center. Hyperion is a construction facility located within Russia. There are a list of outposts, safe house, and bunkers used by Russian agents. Some intel on Phi, including profiles on Danielle, Jeff, Jade, and Greg, including that Gregory.
Greg was an insider agent. It's a lie.
A possible insider agent for recruitment. So that's what I say. This information may get sent to the Phi leader. So if are you gonna leave that? Are you gonna add that to the report, or are you gonna leave that out of the report? I mean, you could tell your fellow agents, but
yeah, I will tell everybody here because I'll certainly crowdsource. Hey, should I leave anything out? In our what we might submit officially the first time. And I am kind of inclined to not, until we've had time to deal with, talk to Greg ourselves.
I was gonna say, isn't Jeff our team lead?
Yes.
In this one, telepath.
Yes, telepath.
I mean, I feel like you could just give Jeff all the information, and then he can work with who's the Phi leader. Oh my goodness,
Danielle.
Danielle, yeah. Hit her. Danielle and Jeff could work together to vet Greg. If Jeff's our telepath, he could, I don't know, mental scan Greg and verify it.
I guess another question is like, is what we have to submit this secure, or
to not tip them off that we have it.
Exactly. Like if anything I have, if we can deliver it in person, which maybe is an argument for not writing everything down. But if we're confident it's secure, then I don't see any reason not to send what we have now.
Sunny can send stuff, but it raises suspicion.
What about Callum taking it directly to Phi?
You can do that as well, but remember the trip takes you, it's not like 5 minutes, it's hours long.
I was going to say, it was like an hour or so. It wasn't like extremely long, but it was a good amount of time.
Jesus, I mean, you're breaking the sound barrier the whole freaking time. Does your skin heat up and melt?
No,
I feel like I might have asked this before. Now that we
you did, and the answer was the assumption is that if you have the power, you also have the capability to use it.
Got it. Okay, that's right. That's as soon as I said it, I'm like, that sounded familiar. I must have asked that.
Yeah. So it's
the forces of nature that are propelling me. That's what it is.
There's a little gravity shield around you or something.
I mean, yes, that's exactly what it is. Perfect.
New York to Moscow is 4,600 miles. So yeah, it would take you a little over 2 hours, like 2.5.
Is that round trip or one way?
Round trip.
So, I mean, technically that is a plan, but would it be something that we would consider because it doesn't raise our suspicion level because it takes that extra amount of time? Or would we just risk the suspicion increase?
I don't think we get to know if it raises suspicion, and I'm inclined to think that it would raise suspicion.
I have raised it several times without you guys knowing.
Perfect. Was the explosion I caused one of those times?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think Callum would be totally down for that plan, especially if we had any concerns like, hey, this information needs to be brought directly to Jeff due to the severity of it. Because if we sent it over an electronic communication,
anybody
is there a definite guarantee that no one is going to see it? If it's it is in my hands, I'm taking it directly there, sort of a thing. I don't know.
Try not to set off radars when you go and come back.
He would keep a very low level of flight. And he has a stealth suit.
But I have another question. When he flies that speed, does he make a sonic boom, or does gravity counteract that?
Good question.
No, it doesn't. Actually, hold on. That's actually a great question because it's actually an answer I have. Sonic booms are only created due to the pressure of air being ripped apart. The molecules can't spread fast enough to allow that pressure through. So if you have a bearing that's spinning 5,000 miles an hour, it's not going to break the sound barrier because there's no air pressure around it. So due to my gravity effect, I'm actually not affected by the air pressure, so I wouldn't create a sonic boom.
Hey,
that's all scientific.
Is that a ruling from the game master there as well?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful explanation of my powers that is grounded in science.
I like it.
It's like your airplane cabin around yourself. You've isolated your... Okay.
I'm a pressurized vessel of one.
I mean, in that case, yeah, I can. Do we want a written copy of this? I mean, it takes longer to write than it does to type, probably. Or do we have a type thing I can type on and put it on a drive? What's our preferred form?
You have a computer, yes.
Or we can split it. We can put most of the things on the drive, but just the most sensitive information, we can write it down so Jeff can put it in a safe or shred it.
At the same token, if I'm able to get any information off the computer, we can add that.
Yeah.
I guess
set up a care package for Phi.
The timeline that Tomislav gave you is 1 hour before you should probably go. You can stay and risk it, or you could have Callum meet you somewhere and just be without him while you go.
During the travels.
Right.
I'll meet you where you guys are going, but I'm going to go in a different direction.
I mean, what if you just do this afterwards?
We don't act on it now, and we wait? Do we have any concerns that Gregory's going to be an agent?
I mean, even
of
if
the
he
doubles?
is, what is the difference of... You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's more of like a long-term thing to deal with, not like I don't know, you know.
I also kind of have faith in Jeff being able to mind suss out, an imposter. So put the faith in Jeff.
I don't know.
How
Anyway,
about we could roll for it.
there it is.
50-50.
Flip a coin.
Your call, buddy.
Should I stay or should I go?
I mean, Callum is volunteering to do this, but it would be a group decision. Callum is for the plan of delivering this information that we just received directly to Vi as soon as possible, because I feel like, or Callum feels, that any of this information they know is now compromised, they could act upon.
You should roll then.
What, to stay or go?
Yeah, either just go, or if you're not sure, roll on it, because we're 50.
No, Callum is sure, but is Edward, Jade, and Zack going to vote? This is a party of 4. Callum won't go without group approval. So, Edward, would you like Callum to fly to New York, deliver 5 documentations, and then fly back?
Yeah, I would. I mean, we need to. I guess we need to. I didn't understand the meetup point part of this, like that had to adjust. But I'm in favor of getting this to fly as soon as possible, even though this might raise our suspicion.
So I guess the question is like him going now and not joining us for this upcoming thing.
Well, I feel like we're taking this quick hour to make this care package that Callum is going to then deliver to Fi. While I fly off and deliver, you guys are going to then continue on with Tommy. And then I'll meet you at that next location.
Do we have a clear rendezvous point?
I think we have a location.
Yeah, you have a location of the facility. If you wanted to meet there, you can.
No, I think we should not meet right at the facility. I think we should have a point near the facility that we're meeting as our rendezvous.
We're standing around a big table with a huge map of the area, and I'm hoping Tommy can point out on that map where everything is, and we can make a little circle and be like, we're going to meet up right there.
I have a suspicion that we should not split the party for this event, and that you should be with us, even if it means raising the suspicion, and we have to wait a little bit longer for you to get back.
Here, maybe this will help clear up the decision. By car, it will take you guys 10 hours to get to the place, so it's not like.
Oh, okay. So he'll be there before us.
I'll do recon and then be prepared by the time you guys even arrive, or I'll just meet you in transit.
Yeah, okay. If it's gonna take 10 hours to get there, yeah, he'll be there before we get there.
Yes.
Or he can meet us. Yeah, sure.
And just relax in a car.
Okay, cool. I thought we were going down the street and yeah. Okay.
There's a block over. We're about to start a bomb.
Yeah, and he's gonna be gone, and we're gonna be surrounded. I don't know. I was not for that.
Yeah, it's 10 hours north of Moscow, ish.
It's like Arctic Circle, isn't it? We're getting really close.
Yes, it's up north, near Arctic. Hey, there's probably nice lights and aurora borealis. Yeah.
Real cool. Nice
Beautiful
magnetic
view.
effects.
Yeah, perfect for you. Give you an aura too.
So sparkly.
Okay, so Jade, what do you want to do?
As far as voting,
we have an hour of
Callum should
downtime.
go?
Oh,
No, I think we've decided Callum's going.
Okay.
What do you want to do in preparing for
Callum's departure and yours.
Yeah, from the safe house.
Sharpen your chain.
Sharpen my chain.
What?
She has a chain. It's her only weapon. And anyway.
I got it. It was good.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize she had a chain.
That's her weapon.
I guess I must have forgot.
She whipped the fixer with it, and she got shocked from it.
Okay, I remember that.
I don't think I've used it very much, so I think that's okay that you forgot. So the safe, we have the safe now. Maybe I could work on, since I have sleight of hand, I could work on trying to.
No, the safe exploded.
Oh, okay. I thought we had a safe or something like that.
Just a
Something to
computer.
open. Okay. Well, I don't really think there's anything that I need to do. Maybe eat some snacks.
Have lunch. Prepare some snacks for the road trip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The car all packed.
Pack the stuff. Be like, anybody need
Break
help
down the
with
safe house. Yeah.
anything? Help with anything?
Destroy files, CIA stuff.
Start the fire in the living room.
Get a barrel right in the middle.
A pyro it.
Jade gets overzealous and just starts throwing random into the barrel.
Okay. So just chilling is the plan?
Yeah, I don't feel like I have much.
She's preparing
use
the
right
bug
now.
out.
Got it. Let me roll. You do hack into the computer. So inside the computer, there is several files giving more details about safe houses. So you get details about the former operatives who've been in those locations. So it's a lot of just lists. But there is also some more detailed mapping, like images, old school images, because this is an old school computer, about equivalent to something you'd see in the 80s. And one, especially of note, is a map of a missile silo. And I'll show you what you see. Looks like that.
Okay.
That's an ICBM. That's a big boy missile. For the
So-
listeners at home, it's 4 stories.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Nobody can see. It's,
I hadn't even
underground.
thought about having that we need to describe that sort of thing.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
Luke, I mean, it's more than 4 stories. That diagram is 190 feet from the pad to the doors, and then
Okay.
60
Yeah,
feet for just the middle section, and then along the outer rim.
yeah, I see what you mean. Where you think 4, because there's those 4 levels on the left hand
That's not
side.
the case.
Yeah, but
like,
those could be double stacked, or maybe they just have very tall ceilings.
maybe 8 stories. Each story's 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
Maybe those
It's
little
big.
rings around the missile are the actual stories.
Yeah, there was 8 of them. I counted.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh.
190 feet tall, 60 feet in the inner diameter of the missile tube, but there's a ring around the missile where, with hallways and rooms.
Holy, that's huge.
We talked. It was 26 strength I needed to stop an ICBM in flight, right?
What are you at? 8?
Yeah.
Almost there. You just need to double your strength. What is it? 16 more times. 16
Mhm.
more doubles, and you're right to be able to stop that missile.
We need to go shut it down.
So we get this missile diagram.
Yeah, it is labeled the same name that was shown in the file that Edward found in the filing cabinets.
Mm.
The name matches the prisoner detainment facility, but in Russian for this facility. So the facility name matches, so it's likely the same facility.
So we have a diagram. Does it tell us the location of prisoners and stuff? Like, does it give a current who's imprisoned or anything?
No, this is the only diagram that is provided
Bummer.
to you. I have the other ones, but this is from my book. If you can't tell,
High quality.
you can kind
The
of
glare at top really makes
Well,
it really pop.
may or may not have been on purpose. Are we gonna do Callum's flight to Phi next?
Callum's flight of fancy.
Yeah.
Okay. What specifically are you going to give them?
Oh, geez. What are we preparing for them? I would assume.
So everything.
I mean
except for the
everything.
Phi intel, or are you going to include the Phi intel? Is that the main reason why you're flying it there?
I would assume, that's Callum's biggest worry. I think Callum had been really shook up with the details on Gregory being in the file, and he wants to do everything he can to, prove that it's not real.
Okay.
So he wants to, ensure that the intel on Phi is given directly to Jeff, because he, wants to just immediately do anything he can to prove Gregory's not a double agent. And I think the rest of the report is just everything else we recovered that we think is relevant. I don't know if we care about the politicals, opponents, or anything like that. Or maybe we do? I don't know. How much does Phi involve itself in the world politics? I don't know if we necessarily worry about the FSB as an entity, but maybe just their practices of stealing people is bad. I don't know.
I don't know why we don't just share it all with Jeff.
Yeah, share it all.
A full debrief. Are you going to talk about what you did inside the?
I think you should, man, because you got
Oh, I'll have time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll spend however much of a debrief time they want. Just an hour there, chill, eat some lunch, talk it over, and then just fly back.
And we're just gonna be riding in a car, going up into the snow looking for slug bugs and.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're gonna set a
Twiddling our thumbs.
Tomislav's gonna set a meet 30 miles from the facility, the missile silo in northern Russia, and you'll meet there. It's a 10-hour trip, so you'll meet there in 9 hours. Is I guess the timeline.
I think Callum would actually return quicker. I don't think he would spend as much time away. I think he would get there, spend as much time as necessary to like ease his conscience, and then he would come right back to the team.
And just beat them there, potentially.
Or meet them en route. Yeah. I mean, we have communication devices, cell phones. Be like, yo, share your Google Maps with me. Be like, okay.
Okay. All right. So you get to Phi. I'm guessing you just go straight to Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff asks, "Why are you here? Why are you here?"
Jeff, the team decided we couldn't wait. We needed to get this in your hands as soon as possible. And he hands him the 3-inch floppy disk, which was the only thing we had from the computer we stole.
So you have 1 megabyte of files.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever format we needed to get it to.
Whatever we put it on. I'm sure we had like a USB or something. Zack, Zack's I'm sure got something in his pockets.
He flips through them briefly, and he asks for permission to kind of read your mind a little bit.
Yeah? Maybe he feels embarrassed about drinking so much with the mountain, but I don't think he would hide anything. Oh, and maybe the explosion. I don't know. That's like a bad spot for him.
Look, man, you weren't there. Sometimes in operations, you gotta improvise.
Jeff can't like deep read your mind. Like he's only reading what you're focusing on.
It's a scale. If he rolls high enough, he can read everything.
Oh, okay. So he must have just rolled bad in the past.
It's based on your will.
So you may catch quick flashes of it, but he immediately thinks more hard about like every other detail.
Okay. I'll still roll, even though you're letting him do it. Okay. Yeah, so he kind of focuses on you for a second, and he goes, "Oh, nice move with the safe."
Callum coughs, chokes a little bit, and then thanks.
I think I understand. We'll look over these details, and we're going to be doing a background check on Gregory and confirm everything is in the clean with him. In the clean? That's not an expression.
Clear.
In the clear with him. Everything's clean. We appreciate the details. I'm especially curious on the scientific wing, the research wing that you were told about by Jade and Edward. What more can you tell me about the bat creature and the precog? Is there other details that you could tell me that maybe Jade and Edward may have about that?
The bat creature.
Oh, recap. When they broke into the facility, there was the guy who gave you the poem, and then there was a guy who created a portal that had a bat creature come out and got captured by the scientists, and they put it in a cage.
Yeah, they had someone strapped down to a chair or whatever.
Yeah, he was on I guess a gurney. So
my
Jeff
brain didn't remember any of
more
that.
Details about the people that were in the research section from Jade and Edward, if you know any.
Callum, played by not Callum, is very uneducated in this. His brain is completely blanking on this whole scenario.
Yeah, I don't know if you missed it, but yeah.
Since you weren't there, he doesn't know because you only heard about it from them. So when they told you about the poem and stuff, but Jeff is kind of asking if they can provide more details about that event. At least in a future report, or if you can talk to them and give those additional.
I'll make sure to pass along the message as soon as I get back to get clarifying information on that.
You could fly back to us, get the information, fly back to Jeff, and then fly back again. And Stewie's car still wouldn't have gotten there yet.
I mean, you don't have to take a car. There's planes and stuff too, but it'll save you a few hours.
Yeah, but cars are lower price.
True that.
Don't have to show ID to drive.
Yeah, I think
in Russia maybe you do, but
not that if it's not mission critical important, he may not immediately fly back. I think this was just so mission critical he chose to do it.
Okay.
But I don't imagine flying that speed across the ocean is probably an enjoyable experience by yourself. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Can you fly, because you control gravity, can you fly under the ocean? Fly through the water?
I don't have water breathing.
Oh, well.
You could maybe make like a temporary little gravity bubble around your head or something. I mean,
I was trying to find a way to make it more fun
an
for
extra
Callum.
breath, like extra breath, but not like you can't breathe, but you got like an extra 2 minutes. It's like a rebreather kind of.
I think he wants to get a coffin that he can make as like a little submersible, like an airtight vehicle that he can just zip around the stratosphere with.
Do better, like ride it like a surfboard.
Like Silver Surfer.
Yeah, but it's a coffin. Yeah, that'd be great.
I didn't mean like an exact coffin. I just meant, like a little capsule he could get into.
An exact coffin.
Okay, yes.
Has to be one of the ones that has the like old west style ones that are wooden.
The wood.
Yeah, like sharp corners. Sharp, like midway through. Yeah.
That way, when people think Gravity Man, they think of a guy riding a coffin.
Right. Here comes Callum, death incarnate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost riding the whip.
All right. Are you gonna meet them in their car?
I mean, before he does, he's probably gonna restock on I think we used like a sleeping dart and stuff. Like, can we restock now that he's back? Yeah, he's got like a little backpack or a duffel bag with him.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna restock on stuff. Definitely grab maybe like 2 or 3 more Semtex. Maybe a pound or 2 of C4.
I think we need a lot more sleeping darts.
A lot more.
I think those were key in that last mission. Being able to just dart one person.
And I think we had said that they come from a culmination of both yours and Plant Lady, Andrea, thank you, her abilities, right?
Andrea created them. Zack's company produces them.
So however many that they can provide us. Like a box, like 400, maybe?
Oh my god.
So,
what's the bulk discount on these things?
The limit is not... We're not going to put the limit on what can be produced. We're going to put the limit on what you can carry.
Okay.
I think it should be enough that we each have like 2 of these, just in case.
So, what do you want? You want to bring Semtex?
I want it, we're going to a missile silo that is turned into a prison. I feel like explosives might be necessary. That's a shrug on Callum's part. But I think he's on board with bringing more, because, we kept chanting Semtex last time, and not a single thing exploded except what I made explode, and he kind of got a taste for it, so now he wants more. You
didn't even mean to explode it, so...
He was like, well, that was kind of rad, actually.
So you have 1 thing of Semtex with you in Russia. I guess Jade put it in the bag. How much do you want to bring? How many uses?
How much Semtex does it take to disable an ICBM?
If you put it in the right spot, probably just 1.
So 4. So 3 more. 3 more Semtex. So we'll have 4 uses of Semtex total.
You do 1 each. Okay, so 4 Semtex.
And then I kind of like the idea of giving all of us a sleeping dart or 2. We are out of sleeping darts because we only had that 1.
Yeah.
So 8 sleeping dart.
Okay, I'm going to say that's enough. Sleeping darts, we're going to say they're not heavy, but let's say they're fragile or something, so you have to be careful with them. So we'll do, 3 Semtex and 8 sleeping darts.
What if I have a bandolier of the sleeping darts, I have to carry them really precariously on my chest, so I can't carry too many, lest I stab myself and knock myself out.
He was lost somewhere over the Atlantic.
Damn you, Bermuda Triangle.
Got really sleepy and then exploded.
Sorry.
So
he got really sleepy and exploded. Really caught me off the left field. This is just good.
Okay. So 3 Semtex and 8 sleeping darts, right? That's what you want?
Yes, and then maybe some 5 guys for the team, or bagels. We'll go to the New York Bagels. I don't remember the name of the store, but they're the world famous ones. I'll grab everyone some bagels and stuff.
Okay. So I added that to your roster. Actually, I think we had 1 on.
Wait, while you're there, aren't you gonna get a cake? Really set a show off, right? It's 4th of July.
What?
I just felt like we were shopping at a fireworks stand, getting all these
Oh yeah. The
They
firework
come with
cake.
a
Got
free
it.
Sparkler.
Yeah, can we get a free sparkler?
And a bag of punks.
Yeah.
Buy 4 sleeping darts, get 1 free.
All kids get 1 free sleeping dart.
Be
Oh,
responsible
dear.
with these fireworks, kids.
Okay, so 8 sleeping darts and
3 more
4
Semtex.
Semtex total.
Yeah.
I think
And then 1 bag of bagels.
okay. I'm not gonna write it, but you can write it in your notes if you want.
Okay.
I updated your collection of goodies. Okay, so you fly back, meet them. Are you meeting them in the car, or are you meeting them near the meetup location?
Like when they stop to pick up gas or something, I'll walk out of the woods and get in the car.
All right.
That won't be suspicious.
Oh,
I mean,
Hello.
Probably
Hello.
not. I mean, you got to remember where we're at. I'll be sneaky about it, you know?
you find
Mhm,
bear in woods? Oh, yes.
I killed the bear.
I eat the bear. Yes.
With my bare hands.
I'm gonna tell you what I did. This is a tangent for me a little bit. I work with a girl who grew up with Russian as her primary language, and I straight up I was like, so I'm doing this campaign thing. Can you find me some like Russian words that are similar? Because I wanted more examples. Because I know you guys
Like goose and barracks.
Goose, yeah, Goose and barracks were. I was like, is there more examples of that are like military like? And one of the examples she provided me was like a soup. She's like, oh, this soup is pretty close. And I looked at like how close it was, and it's hard to describe this. The word was the same at the beginning. It was like 12 characters at the beginning, and they match identically. But the soup one, it was like a stew or something, had like 10 additional characters on the end. And I was like, well, I mean, the beginning is the same, but it's like twice as long. So I think they would be able to tell.
Nope,
But-
can't count.
We'll fast forward a little bit. You guys arrive at your drop-off location.
After I've killed the bear in the woods.
Yeah, bear's dead. Let me roll something.
Can we eat our bagels?
Roll for
We're
bear.
trying to eat
Yeah, bear died. He didn't.
bear and bagels.
I kissed bear wife. I adopted bear son. I am bear family now.
Bear rides with you in the car the way there.
I'm gonna light a sparkler for the bear.
Like a
I'm picking it
weekend at Bernie's, just dead bear on our car. Sitting in a easy boy recliner, you know?
Give him some sunglasses.
No,
Yeah.
You have 1.5 days of sedative left. You can, keep it
Knock
alive.
out.
Yeah.
What if we knock out a bear and drop it into this prison complex? Hear me out, guys. What if we feed it all of our Semtex first?
Level rising.
Oh dear.
No,
It'd be
bear.
like Batman when the Joker's in prison, you know? Except it would be with a bear. And the bear would be running around saying, my stomach don't feel so good. But in bear, so no one would understand.
I don't want to role play bear. Okay.
Shall we roll for it?
Okay. So I rolled, and the bear did not bug you. So you guys made it.
Hooray!
I
So-
gotta take a breath. Hold on. Gotta recenter myself here. Bear talk really got off the rails.
Oh dear.
I can barely stand it.
Is that your? Oh, was that? Are you done? No.
Have you
I've laid it on the bear. We can continue.
Okay, so you arrive at Russian prisoner facility 378. What's next?
The attack.
Doo-doo-doo.
So just to
Doo-doo-doo.
freshen the perspective, why we are here, we presume that they're holding Iceman.
Yeah.
I mean, the documentation said that, right?
Crystal arms.
They did not give a.
They didn't give an exact roster of who was there, but it is their detainment facility. So we have very strong suspicions to believe that he is here.
Yeah,
Okay.
the file mentioned prisoner, and they mentioned
Crystal,
secret
I think?
facility. No, they never mentioned anything about who.
Okay, so but there was a few things. There was 3 things, right? So we know Gabe, and then there was 2 other things, right?
2 other things about the facility.
Yeah, what we really want to scope out while we're here. I just want to make sure that we're keeping in focus what we need to get out of the, going into this place. So
I think the main goal was Gabe.
Okay, I thought there was like a hint at someone else that might be here. So
It wasn't in the poem or thing, was it?
no, I think the poem was just to help us in our last endeavor. But I mean, if anything's red, stay away from it. So that's all that matters.
The picture has red in it.
Oh, gross.
The missile has some red parts.
Yeah.
Let's blow it up.
Just the red parts, though.
Yeah.
I swear the poem is making it sound like we have to launch this missile to get out of this place. That's all I'm saying. Callum's really feeling like that's what is being told to him.
Okay, Callum's about to strap a bear to this missile.
Do you want to, stake out this facility? Do you want to rush it?
I think we stake it out for sure.
Okay.
Right?
So, I guess I didn't ask this. Who is with you guys? It's obviously the four of you, but is Tomislav and Dale with you too?
Well, Dale's
driver
with us 'cause
Dale
he's
drove us.
driving.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. And Tomislav can't go back to work because they know he was with us. So, I don't know. Is Tomislav with us? He could have chosen to get out at any time. I don't think we would have forced him. But I think we just took him out of there and to the safe house just for his protection. But I think from here on out, unless he had a sick AK, he's just going to be a liability. He doesn't have any powers, does he?
No, he doesn't. And neither does Dale.
Well, yeah, but Dale's superpower is his sick car driving skills, so we need a getaway driver.
You got that right, brother.
But Tomislav speaks Russian,
Yes, he does.
so I think Tomislav is with us.
Edward speaks bad Russian.
Yeah, I think we need.
Let's go to the goose, guys.
Yeah, I would say Tomislav is with us.
All right. Upon arriving at the facility, you see a single guard tower, and it is outside of a fence around the door that leads down to the facility. You can see it in the upper left part of the picture. The ground is entirely covered with snow, so if there are doors in front of this or beside it, you can't see exactly where it is. But the guard tower is the tallest thing around. There's no trees. There's trees, but they're not nearby. If you were to try to look for the door to the launch terminal, whatever, launch tube, you would be able to be seen by the tower. And there is at least one guard in the tower. There is another guard that is standing guard in front of the door, and that's all you see that's all you get for free.
So,
Callum is still in his flight suit, so he could just do a quick reconnaissance around if we wanted to get exact counts of people or entry points or whatever we needed to as well.
can we see into the tower?
Yes, you can see into the tower from your distant area.
So I was thinking, if I could sneak up and teleport inside and knock that guard out so he doesn't warn people.
Teleport in with a sleeper dart.
Yeah, I could go in there and
Or just a chokehold.
Yeah. And then hope there's only one.
Or a knife to the kidneys.
And that there's
Yeah.
no cameras in there. Can I sense any cameras in the guard tower?
Roll perception.
Alright, one sec.
Technomancer over here.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna use my luck on that one. Okay. Using my luck, I got 15. My first one was a 2, so not at least it wasn't a 1. And then my perception is an extra 7, so 22.
Okay, so here's what you see. I'll give you a little bit more than just the tower. Okay, so there is a camera on the tower, but it does not, it's looking towards the door of the facility instead. So the tower has no surveillance in the tower. So if she were to teleport in and knock out the guard, no camera would see her. In addition, you notice that near the entry door, there appear to be 3 feet tall subterranean devices that look like they appear, that come out of the ground near the entrance to the facility. So
They're pillared blocks, or I think some what they're called, for
They're
stopping
electronic.
trucks and stuff.
they're
Or
Yeah.
not that though. They are electronic.
Oh, they're turrets.
That would be a good guess.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes. With what'd you get? 23? Yeah.
And there's no other cameras on the outside of the building or anything?
No, the only one is on the guard tower. There's only a guard tower in the door. That's all there is that you can see.
Yeah. And so there's only one camera on the outside of the guard tower?
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I'll describe the door a little bit. So the door, it's a hardened like bunker type door. Let me rephrase. So the door itself is just like a metal normal door with a keypad on the front, but within the outside wall of the door is like outside ceiling blast doors. So the door can seal with like very heavy metal blast doors. It would completely block the door if it were sealed.
Okay, and then do we notice the guards trafficking in and out, or is it just are they just standing there?
Yes, they transition in and out about every hour.
I'm wondering if it's worth if I use other eye viewing just to get a glimpse of the inside when they go in to the main door. Is that something I can do?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to do that on the hour or when they are doing that.
As they're transitioning out. What's your range on that? Do you know?
I don't know if the range is if I can see them. So I would only be able to, if that's the case, I'd only be able to use it until they're out of sight, kind of thing.
Let me look at that power real quick.
See, other eye viewing, remote sensing 3, medium mammal subtle.
Because the way it works kind of precludes that because you can't see if you use it. So
Right.
if that were the case, then you'd never be able to use it. So I don't think it goes away when you can't see them anymore.
Okay. But in order to start it, I have to be able to see them.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I'd like to try that on one of them.
And it's subtle too. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
The whole point
So
was
they don't even detect it.
Well, it's not subtle 2, it's only subtle 1, so it's detectable, just not it's harder to detect.
But if
Mhm.
I try to I start with the remote sensing, and then if I want to increase it, I can I can take their sight and yeah, then that becomes a concentration thing that like disables them. But this one's supposed to be relatively subtle for recon, so
Okay, subtle. Rank 1 makes an effect difficult to notice. A DC 20 perception check is required to notice it. Okay. So they gotta pass a DC 20 perception check in order to notice that they're being observed. So you're gonna use this on a guard to get insight?
yeah.
Okay, so use it on the guard. The guard doesn't seem to change anything about his routine, so it appears like he doesn't notice. As he walks into the facility, directly inside the door, there is like a stairway. Let me get to my map real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, so he heads down the stairs for a bit. There's a doorway after about 4 flights of stairs. He walks in the first level's door, and within this level, you see like it's kind of like a barracks. There's a set of beds. So like he walks in the room, turns left, and on his left. So this would be like in the picture, the first big block. God, I wish I could like point
MS Paint.
right.
MS Paint. Just draw it up.
It takes too long, don't worry.
The first room at the bottom of the stairs, the big block in the top left. He's in that one. He turns left and he starts walking around the outside rim to go like behind where the missile is in the picture. You see as he's walking a few like living quarters. He walks down that hallway, ends up sitting down in in a cafeteria. That area behind the missile at least has a cafeteria in it. There are 2 other doors, but he does not enter them.
So, can I retcon that description slightly with my EM sense to notice any cameras?
No, you don't have EM sense on his site.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Good
What
to
if
know.
we retcon to give him Ian?
No, no.
Ian.
Give the guard EM vision. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, but were there any cameras noticeable while he was walking through there?
There was a camera directly inside the blast door, but none since.
All right. So I guess that gives us like the top layer. It looks like living quarters and cafeteria.
So after he gets done with the cafeteria, he ends up walking back towards the living quarters and walks into one of them and closes his eyes, goes to sleep.
Okay.
So this guard shift is apparently over.
All right, guys. Well, there's some intel. I've done my part.
So we know the path then to get down into that first section. We know where all the sleeping guards are. Do we see like a good ventilation shaft we can just sleeping gas everybody at the same time?
It seems like a big facility. It seems like you need a lot of gas, man.
Callum gets the quick math and flies away to get that much sleeping gas required. Retcon, that's what Callum does. He, instead of bringing back the bagels, he brings back sleeping gas in gallons.
Sleeping gas enough to fill a 190-foot tall facility.
Yeah. That's 60 feet in diameter.
60 feet in the middle.
I mean, he's got to go to Costco to get it in bulk. But
I can lift some metric tons, like it's not egregious to say it could be a possibility.
Fly back with a tanker truck. Not obvious at all.
Hey, y'all, you heard it on this podcast. We get sleeping gas from Costco.
We get sleeping gas. Okay,
I mean,
fine.
if you want to try to do that, I'll allow it.
That's what?
Yeah. If you want to try, like, I'm going to do some quick math on how much
chloroform is required to gas an entire building. FBI, I promise. This is a valid question.
So, yeah, when I get arrested, make sure you tell people the search history was podcast.
Just for a podcast, I promise.
If you want to try it, I'll allow it, but you're definitely going to get suspicion for it, for one. And for two, I think the amount of gas you're going to need is going to make you very obvious coming back with it.
I mean, potentially. We could argue the case that maybe retcon point, obviously, but we did have the schematics. We could have actually done the math. And when we went back, we could have talked to Dr. Andrea and been like, hey, you've got plants. Like, can we mix up a high volume sleep dispersal, and then Zack could have, MacGyvered some sort of release mechanism together for us.
The retcon session was last session.
Yeah,
this is
Shoot. Oh, shoot. Callum didn't get that memo.
I got another question. So,
Yeah.
This facility, we're trying to like knock everybody out or sneak in or whatever.
That was an idea. We could just go and punch people.
But really, I think the main thing, I'm not opposed to the go in and punch people idea or, sneak until we have the opportunity to ambush as many as we can. But I think the main thing we're trying to do from a sneaky point of view is just not have reinforcements show up. If there's a way...
Powered facility?
Yeah. So if we could have some, I don't know, like from a technology point of view...
EMP.
Problem with that, I like that idea, and that was my go-to thought. My other worry is that, like, if it just knocks out communication with other parts of Russia or whatever area might be supervising this area, does that cause reinforcements to arrive? And so can we send a continuous, hack the place or whatever, send a continuous false all clear signal? And then what we go in and we do what we need to do, ensure they maybe try to sound the alarm or whatever, but we've all, it doesn't, the alarm, so long as no alarm is getting out, then we're okay.
So we hijack the communications and
I don't know
we
if
would intercept any SOS requests.
Exactly.
Yeah, if we can figure out where communications are, but from my sense, it's not in the guard tower. So communication is deeper in the building.
Do we have a view of the because we know, okay, first off, it's a ballistic missile silo, so its signals have to be able to come in and probably out. Do we see any overhead cables anywhere that would be a sign of power or communication?
Roll perception.
And Edward's talking. We're talking this plan out loud, so maybe everyone who has perception can use
Mine's
it.
only a +7, so I don't know if that.
I used my luck. I have a +7, but mine was 22 before, but that was EM sensing for electronics. So
I'll roll anyway, since that was just okay. I'm looking for overhead cables. That was only a 13 total. That was a 6 + 7.
So there are no overhead power cables coming in and out. And I'll add on to, I forgot, Zack asked about electronic stuff. So you can see it's pretty far away, but it's like a faint, what looks like a battery, but from the distance it has to be freaking huge. And it's
Transformer station.
very like subterranean. So like somewhere near the bottom of this facility, there's what looks like some giant type of battery or generator or something like that.
I can see that through the ground.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
20. You got 22, right?
Yeah. 22 on that one. I used a luck point too, so I should be down to. I think I used one last session also.
Recovered from now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so they've got some form of like geothermal power. There's an uninterruptible power supply available to them.
Yeah, and no clear indication for communications.
I guess maybe one of my things was presumptuous. Is like, is this the sort of thing that we think we could hack, or is that beyond our capability?
If we get inside, yeah, but like if we get inside and find any sort of control room, like no problem. But I don't know, what we're doing once we get inside.
You have a map.
We have the map, and I'm looking at like top level seems to be living quarters, and as it goes deeper, who knows? Maybe we'll run into bat things and stuff.
So just to clarify, the picture we're staring at in the channel, we've got 4 buildings on the left with
I think those go all the way around the missile. That's just showing you.
Oh, those are rings.
I think those are individual complexes. I think you have a centralized shaft on the left with the 4 buildings, and then you have like a tube that goes to the center shaft that is a circular sphere, but I don't think those are rings around the whole thing. I think those are just
Can we ask
individual.
Luke, are those rings, Luke?
Yeah.
They are, kind of. Like the first level, so I'll name the one directly below the entrance, we'll call that A1, and the one to the right of it is A2. Those are a ring around the central missile.
Okay.
B1 is also a separate room, but there is no ring around the missile on B1.
Okay. Then at the bottom, so like, is the ring on A1, is that what I'm looking at, like behind the missile, and then there's like a gray tube connecting it? That's like a hallway?
Yeah, the grays are hallways.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes
Are you
more
saying
sense
this
now.
is A1?
Yes.
This is the scene that I was talking about where Alex built some of the visuals for the scenes. So if you can't see it on the video, definitely go check it on social medias. It's pretty funny.
The entrance is at the very top, so A1
Yeah.
is the first sector there.
And that A1 forms a ring.
It's like a partial ring, right? It's
Yeah.
yeah. So A1 plus the hallway plus A2 is about 40% of a ring around the missile. And then B1 is just one room. There's no other pieces. C1 and C2 are on opposite sides of the missile, but like they operate like a ring.
So these two?
Yeah. So they're on the same
Okay.
like level, and they're like pieces of a ring, I guess, like cross section.
Yeah, they're little wedges.
Like
Yeah,
wedges of a
but
ring.
you can only access it through the tunnels, right?
Yeah.
And then you have this bottom one. What are you gonna say? That D?
Yeah, D.
Insert child joke here.
Yeah. So D1, D2, D3. There you go. Labeled. Nice work, Paint.
And then
So yeah, Callum has put this on Paint for everybody listening.
MS Paint is the best. And then we'll call this B Hall, which is BH
Where are you
Hall.
putting this?
in
It's on-
Discord.
He's
I'm
he's
streaming it.
streaming.
Oh, okay.
You can join and see my beautiful MS Paint skills.
I like how you use bright red. Hurts my eyes.
I'm blind. I can't see things. Okay, I gotta make it as visible as possible.
From Zack's input, A1 contains sleeping quarters, and A2 contains the cafeteria. But there are other stuff in A2 that were behind doors that the guard did not go down.
Cool. And it looks like in order to get down to each level, there's a consistent like.
Yeah, that tube thing down through A1, B1, C1. That's a staircase.
Okay, so there's only really like one staircase to connect to each layer.
Presumably.
Yeah, presumably. Yeah. Okay. And the guard shifts we noticed are rotating every hour.
Correct.
Wow.
And they wrote the guard on the tower rotates inside, and the guard on the door. So there's only 2 guards outside.
Jesus, they rotate a lot then.
Yeah, they do. And I mean, and the tower is the tower's not in this picture, is it?
There's only 2 guards that you know about, I should say.
Oh, and so we're actually saying so the tower is going to be like here.
Yeah,
Oh,
by
goodness.
the number 1.
Is it connected to the structures?
No.
Okay, so if Jade were to like teleport into the tower, she'd just be in a tower.
And there's a fence around the door as well.
And so the tower, so they just like walk the distance to the tower and then go inside. Okay.
Right. And so there's 2 guards that are out there at a time, and a 3rd guard comes up to like transition them out. 1 guard each, so I guess 4 guards. So and most there's only 4 guards up top at any one time.
So the only problem I see with the tower has a camera looking down, and then the doorway also has a camera. And yeah, I don't know, like sneaking in without getting caught on that stuff. And they're rotating every hour, so.
Well, I think we should focus on
Nice.
knocking out the guards at the top first to start, and then work our way down.
Yeah, I just think I'm wondering if there's a way to do this without getting caught, like getting in without raising the suspicion at the facility, you know.
This is getting more elaborate. I like it.
Oh my. The MS Paint work, yeah.
Adding an actual guard and an actual camera to the
That's great.
Now the photo looks. Now a little micro guard in there. Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah. So what's the plan on breaking in? Also, you have Driver Dale and Tomislav at your disposal.
My vote is to try to knock out the guards at the top and then work our way down. I don't know what else we would do.
Well, we have the sleeping darts for that, if we wanted to.
So if you're going to do that, you have to decide when on the shift you want to do it. Directly after transition or during transition, maybe?
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if we were to sleeping dart them and then drag them back to the barracks, like put them in a bed or something. I don't know. Because we know the sleeping quarters right.
They would still be missing, so we're just gonna have to do something within. We're just gonna have to work our way down. We don't even know how many guards are in there, but I think we would have to knock them out and within the hour work our way down before somebody notices and one at a time take them out. I don't think we're gonna get out of this without a fight.
I guess.
Callum is so ready to punch people.
Okay.
Driver Dale coming in.
Oh my god.
No sponsorships for free. This episode brought to you by Coca-Cola and Jeff Nordling.
And
Nord-
definitely the Ford Raptor sitting in the top
I don't
right
know if you were
corner.
there for it.
NordVPN.
Yeah.
Man.
Were you there for it, Callum, when we decided? I don't think so.
I don't think Coca-Cola ever sponsors a podcast.
Right? Yeah. We said,
It's always like Squarespace or something.
right. Yeah.
It's Squarespace.
Type untitled superhero podcast to save 10% on.
Oh man, do we have to start planning ad breaks during our thing?
No. If you want to, you could like shout something out in the beginning or something. I'm not gonna stop to talk about ad breaks. That's no. If you want to be like us, give your money to
Me.
yeah. Here's my
Sponsor Jade for.
If you think Callum is an idiot for throwing that safe out the window, donate money to Callum. He needs it.
I mean, it might not have been smart, but it was hilarious.
To buy another safe.
That's why he would get the money.
It did bring entertainment.
Okay, so I'm thinking Jade's got to teleport and punt and sleep dart that guy or hit him real hard.
I'm gonna choke him out with my chain.
Wow. That's what we're doing. I feel like Jade should be able to teleport in there and deal with that guy without the other guy noticing, right? I mean, the guard tower is kind of far away, right?
Well, I think you guys got to take care of the other 2 guards while I'm taking care. I think we need to do it at the same time. That way, it gives us an hour to get down and start working our way through the facility.
I was thinking you could teleport and just like sleep dart both of them, and then we could all come in without raising suspicion. You know, like you could even like take out the cameras so that they don't know how many of us are there. You know?
Yeah, I don't mind.
What do you guys think?
Jade the infiltrator.
I mean, there's 2 guards. She's just gonna teleport and sleep dart him. She's like the most athletic of us all to do it. So
Yeah, I mean,
That's my plan. Anyway, that's my vote. She takes out the front, and then
I feel like I want to try to think of a way for us to contribute because the plan is okay. Jade, you do everything.
well, I just 2 guards, right? You take out the guards, sleep
Yeah.
dart 'em, and then
No, I know what you mean. I'm being a smartass, but
yeah, it's like her stealth, right? So
it is more in her skill set than the rest of us. So
yeah.
And then you guys could get in right as I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get it at first. I was like, what is happening? Who is this diamond thing?
So for listeners,
That's an emerald.
Yeah, I know.
Jade, shut up.
My first thought was who's the masked avocado, but then I looked a little more closely.
you put
It's
a
Jade.
mask,
It's not Emerald. I promise.
domino mask on an emerald and put it next to the entrance of the facility.
Cut Jade. I hate you all.
Perfect. Okay.
It is definitely an emerald. It is definitely not Jade.
All right, so Emerald's gonna go in there and sleep dart them.
I'm going to remind you guys that sleep dart is an affliction that they can pass, so it is not a guaranteed knockout.
Well, what if she sleep darts them and then just beats them a few times?
If they do not get hit by the sleep darts, technically, like if I were to play hard rules, it's like they didn't even get hit by it at all. But these are likely not super strong soldiers that are, you know,
Yeah.
right? They're probably just
That's what we're assuming.
regular people.
Right.
If they're just regular people, then you can probably knock them out pretty easily. Especially because she's the strongest one, I think, in terms of like raw strength.
So the question is do we want to waste the sleep darts or not waste them? Use them all up now or
We have 8 of them. I say this is a perfect use of them.
okay.
Yeah, just 2 of them on these guards, and then we'll make our way in, and we could, you know, if we need to, we can sleep canister a room if we need to. But you know,
Again, I can knock them out with my fists and my chain too.
but like, if one hit isn't good enough, then they could, you know, easily fire off a gun or something, and then everything goes to right?
Well, it sounds more fun. So let's get.
All right, I think this is a good start. Let's do it.
You know what, Jade? You making the call? You're going in. If you feel like you want to punch him instead of dart him, you do it.
I want to choke him with a chain, but you know.
There it is. All right,
I'm-
Jade's gonna do her thing. You just give us the signal when you're ready, okay?
Okay.
What is the signal?
I mean, yeah. What is the signal? But give it to us once the guards have been taken care of, so that we can come out of hiding.
I have no idea.
Put a Jade flashlight or whatever and just shine it.
Her phone.
Just shout as loud as you can. I'm a bird, and we'll understand.
Well, you're on comms, right?
I'll just whistle or something.
there it is. I was wondering. Like, yeah, we could just talk.
I'll just let you know through comms. Okay.
Okay, hold on, wait. Your other objective is to take out the cameras.
Okay.
I think.
Well, do we
maybe
want
we
to?
wanna
Would
leave
that
it-
raise alarm if we do that?
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Let's leave
Just-
the cameras on, because like if they don't see us for a split second, then they just missed out, right?
Yeah.
Jade, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to teleport into the tower.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to do anything else before teleporting or anything like that?
Nope, I'm gonna just teleport into the tower.
And the goal is to immediately try to dart this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choke him out. Apparently, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll try to dart him. If it doesn't work, then I'll use my chain.
So you teleport into the tower. Roll stealth.
17 total.
Okay. The guard is facing away from you and doesn't notice your teleport. What do you want to do? Dart?
Yeah, I'll shoot him with a dart.
Is it shoot? Are they? I always assume that they were thrown or something. Are they like shots? I don't know.
Does
Blow
it matter?
dart.
Is it the same skills either
Yeah.
way?
No, it doesn't matter. But I was just trying to picture it. Okay, so you throw or blow or I don't know,
Shoot.
whatever dart transportation
Stab.
technology we're using here. You do that towards this guard. Roll an attack and add your dexterity.
My total is 9.
Okay. Hits him right in the neck and he falls right to the ground.
Sweet. Now can I look around real quick in the guard tower to see if there's anything I can disable cameras or something?
There's not like a power button that has a picture of a camera on it or anything like that. There is a red button. It has a label in Russian.
Ooh, shiny. A red button. I don't want to hit the red button. It'd probably be a warning to
Launch ballistic missile.
Remember the poem. We don't open the red thing.
All right. So now that I took care of that guard, I guess I'll teleport down to the next one and do that.
Okay. Stealth again.
Take care of him.
I almost feel like we need like a social media to share this picture.
I mean, once you decide on the name of the podcast, you
Right,
can
yeah.
secure the Twitter handle.
I've been thinking about it so much. I've been like, do I call it like 5 PHIVE? Would that be funny? But then there's only 4 of you, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess if I include Theo, I don't know.
Call it the Goose Barracks.
The Goose Barracks. It tells you people would be so confused. They wouldn't even get it until like episode 8. They'd be like, what is this? I don't get it.
What about underpowered?
Yeah, that's taken by. It's actually a video game podcast.
Oh.
I rolled a 23.
On stealth?
Yeah.
The knight. He hears nothing.
So I shoot him with a dart.
Attack. And add dexterity.
16 total.
This hits the guard, but so the angle that it hits him at doesn't seem to pierce his like clothes. So after it hits him, he kind of looks down at it and with a look of confusion before starting to look around.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
I rolled an 11, and then do I add anything to that?
Yeah, you're initiative, but don't worry, you're first.
Oh, okay.
Did you roll really low for the
It
guard?
was a 1. Yeah, he's a 1.
Okay.
I mean, he did just get hit with a dart, so.
Yeah. Well, kind of. So yeah, you're first. It's your move.
Okay. I will teleport to behind him and bring out my chain and choke him.
I was waiting for you to say the words. I knew it as soon as you said teleport.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I'm gonna remind you, it takes 10 rounds to choke someone out.
Oh, okay. 10
So-
rounds.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'll just.
Callum can respond if you want to accept assistance.
4,000 mile human missile incoming.
I mean,
4,000 mile
momentum is relative.
So if you want to choke him out, you can, or you could.
Couldn't, like, this whole time, Callum could have just, like, zipped in, grabbed a guard, and zipped out? Like,
I wouldn't even have to zipped out. I could have just thrown the guard.
Yeah,
Just
can do that.
set gravity, let guard go bye-bye.
ow.
In order to do that, you have to succeed on a grab check on the guard. So it's a contested strength. So if he rolled poorly, he may like fail to grab the guard.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just punch him in the face
Okay.
to knock him out.
Unarmed attack. Roll and add fighting.
14 total.
All right. You hit. What's the damage DC?
My strength is 5.
20. You punch him directly in the face. You punch You punch him directly in the face, and he does a full front flip or back flip. I don't know which side of you you're, because you're gonna choke him out. I'm assuming you're behind him. So he does a front flip and lands on the snow out cold.
Sweet. All right, caca. If you didn't know, that's my
All clear.
yeah.
Well, I think we've only dealt with
Two.
2 guards.
Well, wasn't that
There's one on the tower, one on the front of the door, and then they would every hour they would get 2 more guards would come out and replace them.
Oh, I had 3 guards. I'm sorry. I'll delete the 3rd one.
so? Should we head inside then, boys?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just gonna ignore the cameras.
Wait, is there a turn? Are we still outside? Or are we?
Yes.
No. Yeah. Okay.
There's turrets that raise up on either side of the. Oh, I shouldn't say turrets because you guys don't actually know that yet. On either side
Do
of
now.
the door entrance, yeah, there are underground turrets that pop up. 2 of them. They are not deployed though.
Okay, so now that we've taken care of the guards, do we head inside?
It's up to you.
I mean, I'm talking to the crew. That was the plan, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Going inside.
Okay. The door, I'm going to say, it has a keypad on it. It's a solid metal door. What do you guys want to do about it?
Oh, we gotta figure out that keypad, guys.
Or, I mean, you could break it too. It also has a big, like, on the outside of it, on like the side that you guys are on, there is a ceiling blast door that can close basically where you'd open the door at.
I totally should have tried to see the numbers the guy punched when I was viewing through his eyes.
Memory check.
Can I do that?
Yeah, insight.
Okay. Yeah. 1 sec. Let me do the roll, then get my insight. My insight is 7, and I rolled a nat 20. So I have good memory today. 27. Yeah.
9872.
9872. All right, let's use
6,
that.
7, 3.
This is fat, long. Like, in Russia, I doubt it. No way. Yeah. Yep. So that's the keypad. Door opens. Entered.
Cool.
You guys all get in. The turrets never deploy. There's no alarm inside. Where to?
Okay, so we're going in, and we know the cafeteria's on one side, and the barracks or living quarters are on the other side, right?
Yeah, A1 is the living quarters. A2 is the first room in A2 is the cafeteria.
I said cafe. I don't even know if I spelled that right.
Very nice Russian cafe.
Yeah. I'm thinking we should just skip the cafe and the living quarters, guys. I'm thinking we should just go down, make our way down.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Cafe in the living quarters. Do we have any reason to think people will still be there?
Definitely, there's more than 2 guards.
Right. So we don't want to we want to, because we've neutralized the guards up here. How long do we have till more guards come up here and find these guards?
I guess that's true. Like, we could sleeping gas them, but I mean, yeah, they were pretty weak to it too.
We have an hour before they do a switch in C. So maybe we should just take care of the guards in each section as we go down. I mean, there's 3 of us, and we don't know how many, I guess, guards there are yet.
We also don't know if we're going to bump into any other cameras.
Well, there's 4 of us.
Oh, sorry, 4. I can't count.
Edward, that useless guy, sits there.
I mean, I can't do much right now. We're not.
The whole reason that they were able to find this place in the first place.
You know, that's my skill set. Infiltration, less so.
I'm torn on this one. Whether we should just skip and go down. I mean, and we have this hour. You know, I feel like we probably rate. I don't know.
Oh, important question here. Is Tomislav with you?
That was your answer. You had to tell us. You're Tomislav. Did Tomislav come with us from the safe house?
He's just the asset. He's not the...
He's in the car.
He's hanging out with driver Dale.
Dale in the car, okay.
Oh, I guess, no, we should bring Tomislav with us into the facility, though, because he speaks Russian.
We want to be talking to these people?
You could find another goose.
It's not so much that, it's that, you know, if there's any sort of Russian language, he's able to translate and stuff, you know? He might also recognize things that we don't.
He has never been here. He told you that.
Well, sure, but this place is related to...
He can also pass as somebody with, a Russian who knows how to pretend to be in a Russian place.
And he's not going to look at barracks and say goose.
Yeah, that's also an important component here.
Yeah.
But I've prepared mistranslations.
Well, Tomislav's with us, and we're going to keep him safe.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Scratch off my mistranslations. Okay, so you go down. Are you going to A1 or B1? That's the question.
Oh, sorry. I was proposing that we go down. I mean, if you guys think we should deal with everyone up on A1, that's...
I mean, eventually the guards on A1 will figure out. So, I mean, I don't know. We can skip it. I don't care.
So you're thinking maybe we should just try to knock everyone out while we're up here?
As we go down?
Probably. That's what I think. That's what I said. So that was my vote, just because eventually somebody's going to warn, and then they'll all be together and all bombarding us, you know?
Okay. What do you guys think?
I'm down for Operation No Witnesses.
Okay. And now Edward.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Okay. Operation No Witnesses. A1. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh wait. So A1 is where we're at now, and that's the cafeteria, right?
No, sleeping quarters.
Gotcha. Sleeping quarters. Okay.
Okay, so you head down the stairs to the left.
Keeping an eye out for cameras.
There are no cameras, except for the entrance that you came in. So you've passed the only cameras that you know about so far.
We have my EM sense now too, so I can see it at a distance.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Okay.
There are no cameras in A1, according to your sense. I'm not even having you roll perception for it. But perception on this is going to be a little bit more challenging than normal because there are a lot of circuitry in the walls and stuff, so it's kind of clouding your view.
Makes sense.
Okay, so as you walk down onto A1, there are 2 doors on the right, 2 doors on the left, and then the hallway on the left. I could take a picture, I suppose.
I mean, you wouldn't have to, but you could.
One sec. I'm gonna try to not show you the key. It's hard to describe the outer perimeter perpendicular. Yeah,
Okay, there's the center bit that's the silo, and then there's some rooms in there. Okay.
The door on the bottom of 6 was the weird one to describe. I was like, how do I? It's perpendicular to the outer perimeter. And yeah. If they were to make a Russian Scooby-Doo, you think they would still use a dog, or would they use a bear?
I mean, they would still use a dog. The problem with Russian Scooby-Doo is that, the kids immediately get sent to the gulag for asking too many questions. You solve the mystery. You know too much. Off to the gulag with you.
Yes, old man Jenkins did it. Now get out. Okay, so Callum is sharing the first level map.
Okay. Callum is sharing and not sidetracking us again. I'm
So
sorry.
you guys are at pretty much the number 6. So 2 doors to your left go to doors on the outer perimeter. The place where you saw the guard enter is the northernmost room on 6.
Okay.
And there were 2 bunks in there in the uppermost room. The other bunk was not occupied though when the guard went to sleep.
So should we go in and just sleep dart them again so they don't wake
the
up?
Door 1 and 2 are closed. Door 3 is open, and door 5 is closed. So 3 is open. It doesn't appear to have anybody in it.
Yeah, I feel like we need to just go room by room, and Jade, or Edward, you guys just gotta hit him with a book or a fist or something. I don't. I don't have the ability to be stealthy, but yeah, I think you guys can definitely do some damage with a book. Or I don't know about Callum either, knocking people out, but it only took 1 punch from Jade to knock that one guy out. So
Yeah, definitely go into the room that we saw, and
Well, they're labeled now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you said those were locked, or they're just closed?
They're just closed. I mean, they might be locked. You haven't.
All right.
well, which room do we want to go into first? Should we split
The
up?
only
and-
info you have on a room is 1. 1 is the one that the guard went into and fell asleep.
Okay, so should we go into 1 and knock the guards out, even though they're asleep, just to make sure?
Yeah, pretty much.
Incapacitate him.
Okay, so let's do that then.
Okay, so you're gonna stealthily sneak into 1?
Yeah.
Okay, roll stealth.
Everybody, or
I'm not. I'm letting Jade go into 1. If she needs backup,
Anyone who's going.
I don't have stealth, so I'm not doing that.
Got total.
Callum can stealth too.
So the 2 of you.
Yeah, because Callum can just float.
Okay, the total is 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Callum.
Oh,
He shouldn't have gone. He shouldn't have gone.
Oh.
9.
Total.
Yes.
Okay.
It was with a +5. Sad.
You open the door. Inside, you see 2 guards. The door ends up creaking fiercely as you open it. So the guards stir awake when the door opens. Roll initiative.
I assume this one's everybody because we're not that far.
Okay.
And how many are there?
There's 2 in the room.
Oh wait, I have to add my initiative too. I got 13.
I got
I'll
16.
describe the room to you real quick. In the room, they have 2 beds set up. They're not bunk beds, but side by side, kind of one next to the other. And there's dresser on either side of them. There's a chair and a lamp on the room too, and there's a few like books in there, but nothing really perfect. There's like mall guards.
What do you want from me? Wait, what else are they gonna look like? They're gonna be uniformed people.
Like soldiers.
I mean,
not like mall guards. Yeah. Okay, so they do have weapons, but the weapons are on the perfect. That's exactly what would be in that room. Night.
Wow.
They do have weapons, but the weapons they're not like in their hands or anything. They're placed on I keep saying dresser, but
A bureau.
sure, on the other side of the room. So they would have to take a move action to get to their weapons.
All right. I rolled a 16 for my initiative.
I got a 13. That was a 10 plus 3.
I got a 22.
oh, Callum got a natural 1, followed up with I don't think it matters.
Edward, Jade, Zack, guard, Callum.
Oh, dang.
Perfect.
Jade, you're pretty fast, though. Like, you could probably make sure they don't get their weapons, right?
I mean, yeah, but I'm going second, I guess.
Yeah. So it's Edward first.
He can yield, though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
He can yield to let you go first, and then go after you.
Yeah, you can delay your turn if you like.
Oh, is that an option?
Yeah, if you want to delay your turn as much as you want, you can.
So I'm going
doesn't
to
cost-
get the weapons?
Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to act for you. I was just thinking, like, since they don't have their weapons, you could cut them off or something like.
I mean, I feel like I should just run in and knock them out with a book, though. Because, like,
They're not even awake yet. They have
Are
to
they
use a move action. They're like kind of stirring.
They're definitely awake. They're not armed though. They're awake and they have seen you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I think Edward should go first still.
Yeah, I mean,
Just go
There's-
bash him with some books.
I will move into the room. I don't want to block anybody's path, so move to the doorway where I've got line of sight, and hurl a book at the nearest one.
This is my favorite part.
Which book?
Yes, which book?
I mean, I'm going to get it back afterwards. It doesn't matter a ton, does
War
it?
and Peace.
Yeah. Okay.
He's throwing the Moby Dick.
The Bible.
Da. Okay.
The big
Roll.
print edition for elderly people.
Wow.
This
Extra damage.
Okay, so what am I? I'm rolling to hit now?
Yeah.
That's not great. That's just a 12.
That's good enough.
Nope.
It's not good enough. These guys just woke up and the book just went flying.
Yeah, book flies right past his face, narrowly missing. Hits the wall, bounces off. Jade, your turn.
Okay, I will run in and I guess I'll just run in and punch him in the face. Trying to be more creative, but punching him in the face seems to work pretty well.
Efficient.
Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. I get distracted by the clip art displays of
Yeah.
vivid imagery. You're pretty quick at that too. Like you're only like 10 seconds behind actually what's happening. So he went and found a book and is now spinning it in the what's his photo no, this is paint. You're literally doing it in paint. Okay.
Yeah. At least paint has layers these days.
Right? Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, wait, I didn't know paint. had
Actually,
layers.
I want to be 100% fair because this is actually paint.net. It is not Microsoft Paint. Microsoft Paint's butt.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, this is like advanced paint, man. You're quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is basically like if Paint and if Paint and Photoshop had a baby, then
This
you'd get
episode
paint.net.
brought to you by paint.net.
It's free and open source. It's great.
Yeah.
That's
Send that
a
your
lie.
way.
I don't know.
Okay. Jade, you're gonna punch or kick or hit or something in the face. Roll
Karate
your,
chop. Watch
Roll your
out.
fighting
Flying dragon kick.
roll plus fighting
13
total.
total. Yeah.
So you do hit him. Punching this dude slides his bed back across the room. So him and his bed slide across the room. Let's see if, yeah, it knocks him out. Back to sleep.
Is it my turn next? Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... Because I don't want to...
Hold up. Jade can take extra effort to do another action if she wants.
Yeah, but then she becomes, like, fatigued and whatever, right?
True.
Don't do it, Jade. I'm telling you. I got this idea. I the only way I do damage is firing my gun, but I'm not gonna do it because then all the stealth is out the window. So I am going to hijack this guy's vision and blind him.
Okay. I think that's perception based, right?
It's the remote sensing. As long as I can see him, I can do it. It's called Vision Theft, Affliction 2.
Oh, it's affliction. Okay. So you have to roll for it. Okay.
Cumulative concentration. So what do I roll for this?
I guess is a no for everybody that has an affliction. Afflictions, unlike damaging stuff, are a plus 10 instead of a plus 15.
Okay. So I rolled 18. Because we've gone through a few different loops with afflictions,
So affliction is the DC is plus 10. The roll to hit is D20 plus. What is it plus? Is it just D20? No, it can't be. We'll do plus rank. I don't know if that's right for sure, but I think I'll look it up later. So yeah, you got 18 plus 2 for your to hit.
Yeah, I rolled 18, so
We'll just say 18 is enough to hit him anyway. So
okay, cool.
you do hit him,
So I'm blinding him.
and then let me check the power real quick. It is vision theft,
Yeah.
impaired, disabled, and you got limited degree. So he is impaired. Impaired is just -2 circumstance.
Oh, I thought I was blinding him. That's how we did it in my backstory.
So there's a range of effects that this can have. The lesser effect is impaired.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like blurry vision, we'll say that.
So is that because I need to concentrate and like I could never do it on my first go, or
No, you can if you roll well and he rolls poorly. We don't do enough afflictions. I'm not used to this.
yeah,
So he is -2 to he has blurry vision, but he's not blind.
okay.
So what cumulative does is if you get 1 degree of success again next round, it would go to 2 degrees of success.
Okay, good.
Normally, if you get 1 again, nothing.
Okay,
Cumulative allows you to increase the effect if you get a low level of success more than once.
gotcha.
He has blurry vision, and it is his turn. He is going to get to his feet and try to stumble to the guns. He gets to his gun, and he's going to shoot at Jade.
What the
But he has blurry vision, yo.
Yeah, he misses.
Yeah.
And then it's Callum's turn.
I am thinking Callum is going to go in there and do. I was just debating if I wanted to like take his gun from him. I mean, it's only one guy. I mean, I almost want to just apprehend him at this point, and we can interrogate him. Could I like exert? I don't have a specific power written out this way, so that's why I'm kind of gonna talk it over with you. Could we just like exert pressure onto him using like the gravity?
So I got to tell you about a thing you can do. It is called a power stunt. It basically is I don't have this power, but I want to use it. It is something that you can do with, I believe, a hero point. So if you want to do something your character can't normally do, that is allowed.
Technically, it'd be allowed. It would be just a gravity shot where I am shooting him into the wall, but at a reduced power because I don't want him to like bust through the wall. I just want him to be like, you know, those like carnival machines that spin you around real fast and you can't sit up. That he's gonna just have force holding him to the wall.
Okay, so just your ability to a lesser effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's how we're gonna do that. You can choose how much you want to reduce the effect by. So your power is rank
4.
4?
Yeah, gravity vortex would be what it would be.
Okay, so you can reduce that however much you'd like. So if you want to do a rank 1 gravity vortex, shoot it.
I mean, yeah, I think that would be the solution. Just like a rank 1 gravity vortex. So how would that to hit work then?
The damage is the rank.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Because this is an area-based attack, your to hit is guaranteed. Like you will hit him if you use it because it's area.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to gravity vortex the wall behind him to suck him into it and basically hold him against the wall.
There's one important thing to note here. Your gravity vortex is close range, so you have to touch him. And it's around where you touch. And that room is only 10 feet across. So you'll hit everybody if you use this, including your friends.
What if I just gravity shot him specifically then to the wall?
That's fine. That only hits
Okay.
him.
Yeah, I would do that then.
Good call.
Yeah, I forgot that it was AoE. That was like the one thing I didn't think of.
Tight quarters.
That'd be funny though.
So gravity shot him. You can reduce the rank this as well if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do gravity shot to rank 2. I think because it is just the no. How much is the holding power? Because isn't it like the strength conversion? Isn't that what we were
So-
saying?
Let me go back. What is?
I don't want to kill him.
Yeah,
That's
you-
my concern.
You likely will not kill him. You have
So likely.
so I'll give you the math here. The reason why these guys are dropping like 5s is because they're minions, and any degree of success on a minion is unconscious. So in order to kill him, you have to get 20 higher than his defense.
Mm.
Because he has no damage, and he drops to a single point of damage. You'll have to actually no, it's 25 because 20 is knockout. So you have to get 25 plus his toughness above. So if his toughness is 2, you have to get 27 or higher.
Okay, so I'm just doing a lower powered gravity shot. I'll do it to power 2.
Okay. You could probably not decrease it at all, and the chances of him dying from this are very low. Like 5%, probably.
Well, I don't even want to knock him out. I want him to be awake enough to where we can interrogate him.
Oh, so if he takes damage at all, he's unconscious because he's a minion. If you want to restrain him, that's a different action.
So yeah, let's do a restraint action then.
Okay. So this is going to be a grab check.
Okay.
You're going to do an unarmed attack to see whether or not you can grab him first.
Okay.
And then you'll do a contested strength check to see if you can control him.
Okay. I don't have like any close combat ranks or anything. What would the unarmed thing be?
Oh, fighting.
Fighting. Oh lord. Thank you. So fighting is 2.
Okay.
So it would be like 2 plus whatever I roll.
Correct.
Okay. 15 plus 2, 17 then.
Okay, you grab him. And then contested strength. So your strength against his strength.
Strength of 2. Oh god.
You beat him. So you got control over him. So he's pinned.
Okay. What questions do we want to ask him? How many people are in the base? Yeah. Where do you hold the prison? What
We'll
floor
break
do you hold the
at this point
prisoner?
because he yells out in Russian. You guys have your translators still. He says, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Maybe we shut the door behind us, like we're all in the room and we have the door shut. You know, make sure he's not making too loud a noise. Maybe someone's on lookout.
Okay.
I'm just kind of role playing this in the moment. I don't know.
Tomislav?
Yeah, Tomislav's in the hallway on lookout.
Okay.
Tomislav dresses up as the guard we previously knocked out and stands in the hallway as lookout.
Okay.
That's on the books. And then I guess let's find out, like, does he know what floors are what? Like, so we have like A1 and an A2.
So
Can we ask him?
He speaks English?
Fiesta. We get Tomislav back in the room, and someone else stands out in the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are the floors?
You're asking the guard this?
Yeah.
He says, "Die, American pig."
Hey, dude, we're Canadian.
So okay, real quick. This is like out of game talk. Like the mechanic here is like if we cause damage to him in a fight, he would go unconscious immediately. But like in this moment, we're doing an interrogation. Our finger. Oh yeah, no, 100%. I was gonna start breaking fingers.
Yeah.
Well, I can also increase my affliction on
Or
him. He can lose his sight.
yeah, we start taking away his senses.
Okay. It's at this point you hear a siren go off. This guy fired a gun.
Yeah, he fired a gun, man.
Wait, what? Did you though?
He did.
He fired a gun. Yeah, he got there and fired a gun. So
Oh, that's right. He got to the table and fired the gun. Yes, it didn't hit anyone though.
No, it didn't. You hear from the hallway the other door 2 open and door 5 open, and 2 guards come out of each. They are holding pistols.
good times.
We'll say the guards from 2 ignore you guys and head downstairs. Guards from 5 take up positions on either side of the door and they start firing. And we'll put them at the bottom of initiative, or what was an initiative. So after
Callum.
Yeah, Callum was at the bottom. Okay. And I didn't roll for Tomislav. See where he's at. He didn't act the first time, but I'll put him in now. He is before Callum. So the guards, they're going to shoot at Zack. What is your dodge?
More guards come in.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the siren went off because the gun got fired, and so
4 guards have come out of 2 and 5. 2 went downstairs and 2 stayed up top and are engaging.
yeah. My dodge is 4.
Okay. Roll toughness twice.
My toughness? Okay.
Yeah.
I have to roll?
Yeah, they hit you.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna roll. Alright, first one is 18. Second one is 3.
Plus your toughness?
Oh, sorry. No.
I was
okay.
like 3.
So, okay, first one is 18 plus toughness, so 25. And then the second one would be 3 plus toughness, so that'd be 10.
Okay,
Debating whether I want to use luck on that.
your call.
I'll be fine. 10 toughness on that one. It's fine.
So one bullet passes you by, misses. Well, actually, no, you got hit. So one hits you, but it's just a graze. It doesn't really hurt. The second one hits you in your left leg, like the meat of your thigh. You're bleeding pretty badly from it. You feel a little bit faint. So you get -1 to your toughness checks, and you are dazed.
Wow, okay.
Oh, right. One thing I was looking up some of the rules things. So that's a 2-degree failure. If you get a 2-degree failure and you get dazed, it's only for 1 round. Your next round, you're not going to be dazed. I didn't realize that last time I was doing stuff.
Oh, okay.
The dazed from a 2-degree failure is only for 1 round.
Well, so does Callum still get his round then? Because I was in the middle of interrogating that man and didn't really get an action. I mean, at least let me know I either broke his fingers and he didn't answer my question,
Grab
or
him and
Was it?
kind of. Yeah, but so we didn't get any. I didn't get any question answering time with him.
you got a few.
Oh, the siren went off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, die American pig.
Yeah.
Okay, but I want it canon. I did break his finger the second he said that.
Okay. His trigger finger, obviously, right?
Yeah, whichever his dominant hand is, I definitely broke like his middle and index, so he can't fire a weapon.
Dark.
But I did it with gravity, so like it pulverized the bones. Like he'll never use it again.
Be held responsible. Is this hold up in court, Edward?
Yeah.
And then back to the top. So it's Edward's turn.
We got our Scooby-Doo crew, and then we got some guards out in 6, you said, right?
They left out of 2 and went down the stairs. You hear their footsteps descending the stairs. The other 2 are in the doorway at the
Okay.
bottom of 6.
Oh, wait, at the bottom of 6?
Oh, they're down here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I had that backwards
get up.
in.
Yeah, the ones that came out of 2 directly went down the stairs. Right out. The way you guys came in,
Yeah.
but they went down instead of up. They're firing on Edward from 5.
On Edward?
Oh,
Me?
sorry, Zack.
I will step out and hurl a book at one of them.
Okay.
Actually, that might be. We've seen so far these people are minions, right?
Yes.
So, and they're shooting and making noise. So at this point, noise is no longer a concern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will actually use my blaster pistol instead, because I have a much better chance to hit with that, and I have a feeling a 5 power will be sufficient.
And this was the same blaster that I...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Sold him one. You created it for him. And hint, hint, any degree of success will knock these guys out.
Okay.
There it is.
So, roll to hit then.
Yes.
Okay. I only rolled a 4, but my blaster pistol's plus 11, so that's 15.
You hit,
Okay.
and the damage is
5. Power is 5.
20. Okay. Knocked out.
There we go. Glad I used the pistol on that one. The book shot probably would not have hit.
Yeah, so it zaps him right in the chest, and he falls down.
Sweet.
Jade's next.
So there's a guard that just shot at us. There's an extra guard if you want to run and punch him.
Yes,
I'll-
down at bottom of 6, or you can go to the 2 guards going down the stairwell.
I'll take care of the ones up here first. So I'll teleport over to the other guy and I'll do a jump kick to his face.
Roll jump kick.
Ooh. 5 total.
What? Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 2.
Do you want to use your luck?
I guess I could. Yeah. Let's do that.
So you can give it a flat 10, or you can re-roll.
I got 10 total.
Wait. So, in that instance, can she choose to keep the roll, or can she choose to do the 10 instead?
It's min 10.
Okay. So in that case, it'd be 10 plus 3, which is our fighting, right? So it'd be 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
13 is enough.
Is my luck work that way too?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Luck is the minimum of, or the maximum of 10 or your roll
Okay.
when you use luck. Or hero.
Okay.
So it's 13 and it hits.
Okay, so yes, 13 hits.
Okay.
Let's see if it knocks him out. Yeah, he flies across the room and hits the wall and spits blood and then falls asleep. They're knocked out. We're gonna break initiative again. You guys hear the guards hurrying down the stairs to B1. You also hear what sounds like a machinery type sound above you, which you guys can probably assume is the blast doors closing.
We're already inside.
It's too late.
Well, Driver Dale's gonna be camping out.
Yeah, what next?
Well, looks like we gotta chase those guys down the stairs, huh?
Alternatively, there is the cafeteria.
Go get some snacks. Take a break.
I mean, I've worked up an appetite.
Yeah. Taking out some bad guys always works up my appetite too. No, I'm down to chase the two down the stairs. See what's in the next room. Take out some more bad guys.
I think it. We probably need to figure out whatever room there may be communications. I'm guessing the guys that went downstairs were going to send out some communications.
Does Callum get to continue his interrogation of the man?
If you want to.
Yeah, he's going to. I mean, if we have the ability, there are two brain cells in my head working, and one of them says interrogate man, but that takes time. Second one is saying drop man, go downstairs, get to the people who are running away.
I think that makes way more sense.
Callum drop man. Callum go speed zoom downstairs, catch up with people.
This guy is still are you gonna restrain this guy, I'm guessing?
I don't know why you don't just be done with him. Smack him into the wall and run.
He's awake. Conscious.
Well, so that my concern is what is that as a consideration? Because I have an idea of what I would like to do when I catch up to the two guards, but that would constitute as an action or an attack. So currently, I don't know what the action economy would allow, but as I'm currently holding the person, I would like to not maintain the grapple.
Yeah.
And then move away from him and just say someone in this room can take care of him.
Got it.
I did on camera say I have disabled his shooting hand. Just clarifying, for the record. Edward will back me up in court.
Okay. Any volunteers for...
Yeah, I'll blast him.
Oh, just gonna shoot him.
Yeah, just gonna shoot him. I just put him out of...
Yeah, because I mean, if Callum had his way, he would shoot him into the wall because his hand is already pushing him against the wall. He would just gravity crush him into the wall and then zoom away.
You don't have to roll. He's defenseless, so he's unconscious from your shot. Okay, so only Callum's gonna go down? Are you gonna go by yourself, or you want...
Well, I don't know if we're still considered in the action territory. I didn't know how many seconds. Yeah.
So they've been running downstairs for maybe 20 seconds. They're not very far down the stairs. There's about 4 flights of stairs between A1 and B1.
Go trip him down the stairs.
Can you also just walk down the stairs, or is it tight stairs? You have to... Yeah, okay, corner. Okay. I was thinking the stairs, if there's you can just drop down, or if you actually have to, it's tight corners, you have to go around.
Oh, no, you can't see down the stairs.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Jade could not teleport down below them.
So let's chase him. Yeah.
I mean, I can catch up to them immediately. It would take me just a single turn to stop them. That's what Callum is going to do.
I'm pretty fast too, so if you need help, I'm following.
Yeah, Edward and I are gonna go, get some coffee.
Get a snack, yeah.
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 It's where all the real stuff is up there.
They can-
I mean, we could just say
Rooms up here and make sure.
Callum's going to just clarify that. I think that's what he would say is check the other hallway. I'll get those two, and then zip away.
But if there's a mini boss in the cafeteria, we're screwed.
You have comms. You can call back to me.
Yes, that's true.
You're gonna fly? Fly is made
Yeah.
downstairs.
He's going to gravity himself so fast.
Okay, you get to the next B1. You're just behind them. They just went through the door. So inside level 2 B1, you see like shelves of weapons. It looks like an armory.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guards has given himself some like heavy riot armor, and the other guard is grabbing some assault rifles. So you got them before they could get fully suited up. Only one is armed with more than one has a pistol and heavy riot gear, and the other one has 2 assault rifles.
I want to stand between both of them, and then I'm going to do gravity vortex and just throw stuff around the room.
Back to initiative.
Do I need to reroll, or do we want to carry over the old ones?
No, we're gonna reroll. And Jade too, because you were coming with him.
17.
Callum?
8.
Okay. Both guards go first.
Wow.
Okay, so one of the guards...
My rolls are not good.
Yeah. You can maybe undo this, because the first thing one of the guards is going to do is toss the assault rifle to us. So only one of them has the big riot gear. The other one just has his normal clothes, or his normal uniform. Is this saying they sleep in their uniforms? Maybe. Whatever. Semantics. After he throws the gun to his comrade, he's going to take shots at Callum. And they are going... You don't have to roll, because they're going to realize their mistake real quick. And the bullets just bounce off your gravity shield.
Well, technically, I am maintaining a gravity vortex. They would just be adding projectiles to the gravity vortex.
Yeah. You have impervious toughness. So you are immune to low levels of damage.
Mm.
And yes, assault rifles count as low level damage. Okay, so they're going to realize their mistake. And the second one is not going to shoot at you. The second one's going to shoot at Jade.
Teleport
Jade, no.
to dodge.
Doesn't Jade have a reflective power too?
Yes, but it's an action to turn it on.
Oh, okay.
So what is your dodge?
Do I roll for that?
No. Just your dodge.
Oh, 7.
7? You're very dodgy.
I teleport.
Yeah, you teleport 1 foot to the left and all the bullets miss you.
Yeah.
So, money. Jade's turn.
Money.
I will teleport to the guard and...
You're running out of things to do to him.
Yeah, no. I can only either punch or kick.
Use your elbows.
I'll knee him in the chin.
Ooh.
Like better than an uppercut.
Yeah.
Right. Fighting.
Oh. Nat 1 plus 3, so 4.
I mean, you can use your luck.
I already used it.
I mean, okay.
You have multiple, but I mean, I don't know if you want to.
These are just minions.
Yeah.
I guess I could. Might as well. It'll be restarted next round.
It'll be restarted. We're not done with this session. So we're not gonna restart it every session because you're still like midway through. We'll start once you've completed this.
Yeah, it's like whenever we rest, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Not midway through combat. You don't get them back.
Yeah, so you're not gonna get it back. So I mean, if it's a minion, you might not want to waste it, but
Just punch him real good.
yeah, you did what? Nat 1 plus 3, 4.
I could use another action and try to punch him in the face.
True.
So I have multiple actions. And roll again.
Get fatigue. And you
Yeah.
can remove fatigue with a hero point too.
Or don't even worry about it. Just get away from them, and then Callum will jump in and finish them.
Okay. I'll teleport away.
Okay.
Well, we're assuming that 4 failed.
Yes.
Okay.
So
It was a nat 1, so
if you roll a 4, there's almost no way that you're dodging it. No way that it's hitting. Okay, so Callum's turn.
Mm-hmm. So Jade's gonna teleport away. Callum's gonna jump in. He's gonna do gravity vortex, area cloud, but I don't remember with close what the actual range is. Are we saying that I can hit both of them at the same time?
You can. The range from area effects is by the type. So cloud determines the range.
Mm.
So I think cloud's range is Cloud is the one that lasts 2 rounds. So I think Cloud is reduced range. So I think it's 15 feet. Unless you have a modifier. Do you have a modifier to the range of your?
Close -1.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's 15 feet around the point of origin.
Me. Okay.
Where they're standing, yes, you can hit both of them with this attack and yourself.
Yeah. So Callum basically jumps in with both of them, and in his wake carries all of the bullets they had shot at him that had fallen to the floor.
Okay.
And then before he activates it, he's gonna say a cool line like, "Shouldn't play with guns."
All right. Let's see.
2 hit with a +4. Ooh. Cool. 6. Oh my god! I'm gonna throw this dice away.
You got a 6?
Wait, you don't use it, do you?
Yeah. If it's area,
Oh, that's right. Thank goodness, because boy, that was a 2 on the die, y'all.
But you should still throw that dice away.
yeah, this is a guaranteed hit.
Yeah.
So you don't roll anything. The DC is 17. What was the gravity project?
The 2 hit is +4. The power is 4.
Yeah. So it's the DC is 19. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's 15 plus. That's right.
Yeah. Unless it's a affliction, then it's 10. But yeah. Okay. So the first guard, what was it again? 19.
19. Yeah.
The first guard, the guard that does not have any armor, gets thrown back against the wall, kind of like winces a little bit, but he doesn't really seem affected. The second guard that does have the armor gets caught in the arm by one of the bullets and is bleeding in his arm. And he's a wimp, so he falls over and cries. He got on the big armor and couldn't handle the injury, so he's crying. He dropped his gun. The guy who didn't have armor is still okay, though. And that's both of you, so it's his turn again. He is going to be like, "I love guns," in Russian. And take another shot at Jade. Because you said, don't play with guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teleport out of the way.
Your dodge is 17, right? 7 is your...
Yeah.
He hits you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
17 plus 5. 22.
It just grazes your arm, though. No damage. Back to Jade's turn. Are you going to knee this guy, too? And hit, hopefully?
I'm going to do a jump, kick, spin. Jump, spin, kick. Wah!
A spinning jump kick.
Yeah.
Are you going to...
right to the cheek.
So, like, are you saying, like, what's it? Like, Ryu or whatever?
Yeah. Got all these different fighting moves, because why not?
You do Liu Kang bicycle kick. All right, roll your fighting.
Oh, only 12. Yeah. My fighting is only 3. I feel like I should raise that for how often I'm fighting.
Remember, you can do, like, accurate attack if you wanted. If you're worried about your 2 hit. It just does less damage. So, 12 does not hit. So, your spinning kick goes right past him.
I could just get dizzy and throw up.
Callum's turn.
Callum just gravity shots him. So he's going to be riddled with bullet holes. I can't remember what that is. That's a +10. Lord. 19.
That hits.
Yeah.
And what's the DC?
6 + 15, 21.
All right. He hits the wall and falls down. Okay. And then from here, you guys have cleared all the guards quickly. Edward and Zack, you don't hear any more commotion on room 6 or whatever. Room A1. Did you want to look at A2 at all?
Yeah, I mean, we should probably poke our heads in there just to... What our plan is, leave none left behind kind of thing?
Okay. You explore A2. There's a cafeteria. There's, like, showers and bathrooms and a pantry and stuff like that. There's not any other people in A2.
Okay.
Okay. Back to Jade and Callum. Are you guys going to do anything else on B1?
Can we roll for perception to see what's in there? Like, what does it look
I
like?
think it's just like a ready room or a guard room. Weapons locker, maybe.
Yeah.
Did we already figigure out what it was?
Well, it's where they ran to grab guns.
Yeah, it's an armory, and there's storage. So on either end of the building, or on either end of the room, there's like a storage area, like a door that has a bunch of guns behind it. And on the other end, there's ammunition.
I'm not spelling that right.
Food.
Are any of these weapons good enough for us to take? Do we want to tell, like, I know Edward and
laser guns. They're probably fine.
If Tommy needs one, we'll give Tommy a full armor and gun too,
Tommy
if he
picks up
needs
one of
any.
the rifles. Okay, and then
We take if we have the space or ability to carry it. I would say we should pack something away for Gabe, right? The man we're here to rescue.
He has
that's good.
powers.
Yeah, he's Crystal Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
okay, as you're looking around, you hear a few things happen. You don't see anything else, but you hear below you what sounds like doors opening and closing. And after a few minutes, you hear what sounds like footsteps coming up the stairs. This is specifically Jade and Callum, because you're on the lower level.
Okay.
I would say Callum would maybe sit by the stairs and ready his vortex to hit anyone as they come up.
Okay.
I'll stand on the other side and wait as well to see who's coming up.
Jade and Callum roll perception.
19 total.
23.
You hear 4 distinct sets of footsteps. Is that so? You hear 4 people coming up the stairs. When the first one rounds the corner to you, Jade, you immediately recognize Gabe.
Wait.
That's right.
Your Iceman.
He was travel down the path foretold to find your crystal friend controlled. He's brainwashed or something like that.
Oh.
He recognizes you, and when he does, he hesitates, like wide-eyed, surprised to see you.
Hey, buddy.
You're not there.
All right.
But there's other people with him?
Yeah, they haven't turned the corner yet. I'm just seeing your reaction first.
Oh. I have no idea. I wave. I don't want to say anything until I see the rest of the people, so I kind of duck back.
And then the second person turns the corner. You do not recognize him. He is like a muscular guy who I say you don't recognize him. He's not one of the people that you had seen on the Russian agent sheet or anything like that. So like completely unrecognized. He is a blonde, short-haired guy he's fairly muscular. He's not in like raggedy clothes, but he doesn't look like he's a guard or anything like that. As he's passing Gabe, he kind of looks at Gabe for a second. Gabe says, not to you, not to his friend next to him, but he says, understood. And then he and his friend next to him begin approaching you. And we're going to have that be where we end, I think.
Oh boy.
Dun dun dun.
So what do you think is going to happen, Jade?
Well, I'm assuming he's gonna either start fighting me or I'm gonna have to put up my fists. Fists are gonna have to be at the ready. See if I can fight off Iceman, incapacitate him so we can drag him out, save him from his prison.
I think we'll be able to finish with the silo next time.
Well, it was fun. It was real fun.
I liked your
Photoshop the entire time, just running commentary of it.
It was entertaining.
The visual commentary.
Yeah.
If you have actual like these pictures, just give me any of them that you have that we're using, and I'll just keep a really dumb running commentary on all of it. I enjoy it. It's funny.
I guess this is
do
good
it.
night.
Do it for Driver Dale. Y'all have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.
Night, guys.
Night.
And this marks the end of Comrades Part 4, The Place Where Nations Die. Thank you for listening to Golden Squad. There's no long rant this time about random stuff. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you being here. And if you wouldn't mind taking the time to follow us on social medias, if you already are, then yeah, I hope to hear from you soon. Next time, we get to find out exactly what's happening with Gabe, and the team have to figure out a way to get out of that silo safely. See you in a couple weeks.